Available. 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 Hello. So, you want to know about the word available, right? Well, it's a very useful adjective that means something is ready to be used or done at a particular time. In other words, if something is available, it means you can use it now or soon. For example, I'm looking for a job, but most of them are not available until next month. You can also use it to talk about services, like a hotel room being available for check-in, or food, like a restaurant having available tables for dinner. Just remember that available is often used in contrast to unavailable. So if something is not available, it means you can't have it right now. One special note: sometimes people use the word available with a schedule in mind. Like, I'm available on Friday afternoon, which means they're free to do something during that time. Overall, having a good understanding of available will help you communicate more effectively in everyday conversations. Here are 3 example sentences using the word available with different contexts. I'm happy to tell you that a hotel room is available at your preferred rate. But I should warn you that we're getting close to the weekend, so it's going to be in high demand. If you'd like, I can hold the reservation for 24 hours while you confirm with your boss. By the way, have you tried the new cafe down the street? Their coffee is supposed to be amazing and they're available till midnight if you want to study or meet up. In this example sentence, available is used in a casual conversation context, where the speaker mentions that a hotel room is available at a certain rate. The second part of the sentence implies that there's also time available for other activities, like trying out a new cafe. So you want to learn about something that's often taken for granted? Well, let me tell you, this thing is basically everywhere, and people use it all the time without even thinking about it. The main characteristic of it is that it can be found in many different places, like homes, schools, offices, and even on our phones. It's kind of like a bridge between 2 points, helping people get from one place to another quickly and easily. You might also hear it called something like access or options. But I think you know what I'm getting at. People use it to find information, connect with others, or just plain old look things up. It's a pretty cool thing, if you ask me. Benefit. 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 Let's talk about the word benefit. So, the part of speech for benefit is a noun, which means it refers to a person, place, thing, or idea in a sentence. In common usage, you'll often hear people say that they're going to get benefits from something, like an insurance policy or a program that helps with healthcare costs. The word can also be used as a verb, meaning to have a positive effect on someone or something. For example, this new policy will benefit our company means it will help the company in some way. One special note about its usage is that when talking about things like insurance or social programs, people often say benefits, plural, rather than benefit. So, if you're talking about a single advantage or good thing, use the singular form. But if you're referring to a system of advantages or rewards, go with the plural. In a job interview setting, such as when being asked about qualifications for a position in a university's career development department, you might say, "One of the benefits of hiring me is my extensive experience with adult learners, which would enable me to effectively design and implement programs tailored to their needs." This example illustrates a formal usage of the word benefit, where it's used to emphasize a candidate's qualifications for a specific role. When chatting with friends at a coffee shop about your plans to start a new exercise routine, you might say, "I know I've been saying I want to get in shape for ages, but actually starting to work out regularly will benefit my overall health and energy levels." This example shows how the word benefit can be used in casual conversation to talk about personal goals or habits. The context here is relaxed and conversational, highlighting a straightforward way of using the word benefit in an academic paper discussing the economic advantages of adopting renewable energy sources. You might write, "A significant benefit of transitioning to solar power is the reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, which not only helps mitigate climate change but also promotes public health." This example illustrates a business or academic usage of the word benefit where it's used to present data-driven arguments and highlight the advantages of a particular policy or practice. The context here is formal and objective, presenting factual information on the benefits of renewable energy sources. So, you know how sometimes we learn something new that helps us in some way. Like, let's say you're learning a new skill or knowledge that makes your life easier or more fun. That's kind of what we're talking about here. This concept is like having an extra tool in your toolbox that helps you achieve your goals or improve yourself. It's something positive that comes from investing time or effort into learning or practicing. And it can make a real difference in how you feel or what you can do. You might see similar ideas referred to as advantages or gains. And people often use them when talking about education, personal development, or even just trying new things. Concept. 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 Let's talk about the word concept. So, concept is a noun, which means it's a thing we can identify, like an idea or an object. It's commonly used to describe abstract ideas or systems of thought, such as freedom, equality, or communism. You might also hear it in phrases like the concept of zero-based budgeting or the concept art movement. The special note about its usage is that concept can sometimes sound a bit formal or academic, so it's not usually used in everyday conversations with friends or family. However, when we're discussing complex ideas or intellectual subjects, concept is a great word to use because it helps us focus on the underlying idea rather than getting bogged down in details. I'd be happy to help you with examples of practical sentences using the word concept in a formal lecture setting, such as a university philosophy course. A professor might say, "The concept of existentialism suggests that individual freedom and choice are essential components of human existence." This usage highlights the abstract idea behind a complex philosophical theory. On the other hand, in a casual conversation with a friend, you might say something like, "I've been trying to wrap my head around this new social media app. It's still just a concept in my mind, but I'm hoping it'll be a game changer." This usage showcases how the word can be used to describe an idea or notion that is not yet fully formed or tested. In a business context, such as a marketing meeting for a startup, a team member might say, "We need to flesh out our concept for a new product line before we start pitching it to investors." This usage demonstrates how the word can be used to describe a preliminary idea or proposal that needs to be developed and refined. So you want to learn about this idea that helps people organize and think clearly about complicated things? Okay, let me explain. A central idea in many subjects. It's something that helps us understand how different parts fit together and relate to each other. It's like a big puzzle with lots of pieces. And this idea is the framework or structure that holds all those pieces together so we can see the whole picture. Think of it as a way to identify patterns and connections between things, making it easier to learn and remember new information. Similar ideas are often referred to as frameworks, models, or theories. They're all about helping us make sense of complex data and relationships. And when people use this idea, they're usually trying to explain or describe something in a way that's clear and easy to understand, so others can follow along too.